Hey everybody, and I know it's been a while, but yeah, it's War Machine MJ, and gone glasses today's, cause yeah, cause just gonna get down to earth for some of these videos while we go through some trying times. And don't worry, everything's fine. Me, Rod, Malcolm, we're all okay. We're not in quarantine. We're not in isolation, mostly because we work retail, so we're kind of forced to go out and be around people. But yeah, reason why the content has just kind of had a little bit of a plug put on it is because I've just been really lazy. But yeah, everything's all right. Uh, because everything is just so crazy, especially in the world today. But mostly this whole virus, we're just gonna call it that. Everybody knows what we're talking about. Has affected mostly the wrestling landscape of things. And a lot of shows being canceled, a lot of shows being postponed, and for AEW and WWE specifically, they've just gone to taping shows. They're even WWE is even taping WrestleMania. This whole week, they've just been taping it. They're taping all their programming, so we'll get something. Anyway, let's go ahead and go on today's show. This is 3 Count Super, where we just combine 2 weeks worth of wrestling and talk about it. So let's go ahead and start off with the Raw from March 9th, which was the last live, well, arena Raw. Um, we kicked off the show with the man, the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion, of course, my future ex-wife, basically addressing her WrestleMania opponent Shayna Baszler, basically saying, she's ready to go. So yeah, that's going to be an awesome match at Mania. Next, we had Rey Mysterio taking on Angel Garza, which was another fantastic match. However, Rey Mysterio put away Angel Garza with a. Oh no, I'm sorry. Angel Garza put out Rey Mysterio by disqualification with the DDT onto the exposed concrete. Next, we had Charlotte cutting a blah 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 promo when she was interrupted by, of course, the NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, who just said her piece and then knocked Charlotte on her ass. Next, we had Bob Lashley defeating Zack Ryder. Whoa, 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 who cares? Then we had Drew McIntyre taking on Eric Rowan, and during the middle of the match, Eric Rowan squished the giant spider that Drew McIntyre squished the giant mechanical spider Eric Rowan was hiding in his his bag box, never to be seen again. Oh, I'm just more thumbs up on the fact that this is done. I still think the payoff was really stupid. Next, we had the Kabuki Warriors defeating Natalia and Liv Morgan. And then we had the phenomenal AJ Styles challenging Undertaker to a WrestleMania match, basically popping open a bit of a can of shoot, talking about how the Undertaker keeps coming back to WrestleMania year after year after year after year. And yeah, basically made it kind of personal by dragging the Undertaker's wife into this. So yeah, that's going to be a great match. Next we had 24/7 champion Riddick Moss defeating Cedric Alexander in just blink and you miss it kind of match. Then we had MVP basically trying to go on his let me sponsor people kind of deal when a very irate Edge came out to the ring, and he was looking for Randy Orton, looking to beat that man's ass. Just completely ignoring MVP, who was already, just standing in the ring. See, of course, Randy Orton obliged, and the two of them scrapped, with Edge taking out Randy Orton with his own RKO. And then afterwards, while MVP was talking some trash at Edge, Edge locked in a standing triangle, standing arm triangle to MVP, and then he drops him with with an RKO, and then battering him with a concerto. So they're gonna have a killer match at Mania, no doubt. Next we had Aleister Black, who picked a fight with Seth Rollins earlier in the night. He beat Seth Rollins by disqualification due to Seth and Seth's disciples getting involved, costing Seth Rollins the victory. Of course, after that, we had a four-man tag team match as Seth Rollins, Murphy, and AOP took on the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. And even though Rollins got the Rollins and his company got the win over the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. Kevin Owens, who was mugged at the start of the show, came out to try and get one over on Seth. However, Seth got the better of Kevin Owens. So next we move on to the March 16th, or the 3/16th edition of Monday Night Raw, where it was the first Monday Night Raw in the empty confines of the Performance Center. We kicked off the show with Edge laying down the gauntlet for WrestleMania against Randy Orton in a last man standing match. And Edge, wow, he put in a really damn good promo. It was amazing, because he basically acknowledged his time with Randy Orton, saying, both of them had been through some things, but now Randy Orton's essentially gotten too big for his britches, so Edge is gonna kick his ass. Next, we had the contract signing between Randy Orton and not Randy Orton, sorry, AJ Styles and The Undertaker, where Undertaker came out to the ring before commercial, and there was no contract, so he got pissed and started flipping tables and throwing chairs. AJ Styles was in the back mocking The Undertaker. He signs the contract, and he tells Anderson and Gallows to deliver that to The Undertaker. Of course, he's not calling him Undertaker, he's calling him Mark, so anyway, Gallows and Anderson deliver said contract, and then Undertaker just beats the holy hell out of him, signs the contract, and stuffs the contract in Carl Anderson's mouth. Next, we had the Soul match on Monday Night Raw for last week, or on 3/16 day, as Rey Mysterio took on Andrade, and of course Rey Mysterio got the victory. Next, they showed a replay of the entire men's 2020 Royal Rumble, so they just needed a definite time killer. Then we heard from my future ex-wife slash longest reigning Raw Women's Champion, the Man, Becky Lynch, as she addressed Shayna Baszler, of course. Um, yeah, she came in on a customized 18-wheeler, basically just had her face and the Man everywhere on there. It was nice. But yeah, basically reiterating the same thing she said the week prior. Next, we had Kevin Owens challenging Seth Rollins to a WrestleMania match. Okay, it's just a straight up match. And finally, we had a 316 segment with, of course, Stone Cold, who, while he was, going on a pre-written promo by somebody in the back, not of course his, although he did have a little fun with it. He was constantly being graded by Byron, who was just marking out for Stone Cold. I mean, somebody had to. It was an empty arena. Of course, Byron got called a jackass when he came in the ring. He got stunnered. And of course, the Man joined the Texas Rattlesnake and some beers, and she stepped on Byron on the way in, and he got stunnered one more time for his troubles, and that's how we closed out Monday Night Raw. So yeah, just kind of quick and dirty results, if I do say so myself. Yeah. But yeah, basically playing back up, catch up with these videos. So that being said, I'm War Machine MJ, and I hope you guys are doing all right. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.